The hell is this swill? I come all these light years and you can't even get me recall.
It is not exactly an easy beverage to acquire, sir. My apologies.
Ugh.
It is good to see that we could all be here for this momentous occasion. Today we settle any outstanding issues and reaffirm our commitments to one another. We shall share accomplishments, address concerns, and better lay out plans for pending operations. What we decide in this room will affect more than just ourselves, so we must keep that in mind. Our alliance is still new, and we are still adjusting to that situation. Today I hope to put most of our unease to rest, as we move forward towards a brighter future for us all. I'd first like to address the situation concerning our newest member, Viker Corp CEO, Spadavas Orokuri. Through his efforts, we made great strides in adapting and improving the technology of our forces, and we'd like him to share his progress with us today.
It has admittedly been slower than anticipated, but our work in amplifying mass effect fields to plasma-based small arms has gone exceedingly well. We believe we will soon have the same success with implementing it for the needle guns, along with any other solid projectile-based weaponry. The real concern now is maintaining the field so the ammunition modifications can be retained. The Cybernetics Division is making great strides in personal armaments as well. I brought with me a few schematics for us all to look at. I think you'll find we have some very interesting ideas for the future, to say the least.
We have been constantly assured of your speedy progress for some time now, Turian. We were informed we would have a number of the electric field implants installed in our troops before long, but we have received very few. Many more have obtained several variants of your personal wrist-mounted self-defense systems, both melee and ranged varieties, but not in sufficient numbers. Fleetmaster Zalvar Shadromi and myself would like to know why that is.
Many of our research and development centers have been attacked, and our main production line destroyed. I believe you, of all people, were well aware of that.
The point my field commander is attempting to make is that we do not need more fanciful cybernetics cooked up by your scientists, especially when you fail to fully achieve sustainable levels of mass production with them. The fact you cannot protect these manufacturing facilities raises even greater concerns. I'm getting tired of informing my men that they will be getting technological upgrades when none come. Several of my best units have volunteered to receive these implants, and they are still waiting for them.
It is not easy to fund and carry out many of these projects. The fact of the matter is that my company was not prepared to covertly supply 2 extra armies under the table. Now, we have supplied you with Turian weapons and equipment. We have expended vast resources on upgrading much of your Covenant technology. I have even offered some of our own developments in mech technology to you, which you rejected, I might add.
Synthetic intelligence is dangerous and should only be pursued in the direst of circumstances. Even virtual intelligences should not replace a true soldier on the battlefield. This was a mistake that nearly undid our gods, and we shall not repeat it. In any case, we had hoped you'd have already progressed beyond small arms and into mounted weapons for our ships and ground vehicles. It seems we overestimated you.
My scientists explained this before. The residual heat your plasma weapons offer disrupts the mass effect fields. It was a chore just amplifying the weapons for your massive living tanks. Maintaining a field around such a vast amount of energy for a single plasma torpedo is no easy feat. If you gave us more of these weapons for us to work with, progress would go faster.
Allowing you further access to probe their weaknesses and deliver them to your associates? I think not. You have already demanded much of us in that regard, and Commander Balak feels the same. Your access to our weaponry is based on the results you gain from modifying them, and you have not fully delivered on your promises. We are not here to act as arms suppliers for your little insignificant revolution.
Insignificant? Need I remind you of the importance of supplying my associates within the Separatist movement? You can't hope to succeed in any capacity against the humans if you allow the hierarchy to remain as it is. My people may not be the best friends with them, but they are certainly more politically tied. Those ties must be severed. Otherwise, you're going to be facing off against the most powerful military in the galaxy. And despite your confidence in facing them, you don't have the resources to fight both the Turians and the humans, not to mention the rest of the Council once they are involved. Any attack on the humans will be seen as a threat to the hierarchy unless the government is forcibly changed.
We have supplied you with everything required to accomplish said task. It is not our concern that you are stalling your plan's implementation. We gave you weapons and raided the Solarian bioweapons lab for you. In return, we were supposed to get significant upgrades, and you failed to consistently deliver.
I need more time and more supplies. Refining a biological weapon is no small feat. Not when I need to cover my tracks so much. As for weapons, I have enough guns. For the operation itself to work, I need vehicles, aerial and ground support. I need to show how weak the hierarchy has become before I can effectively induce change. It is far too risky to just rush into things, especially in my position.
That seems to be a common excuse among this alliance. It has caused many of us to doubt your commitment to our cause recently.
How dare
Our
you!
commitment? What about your commitment?
I've had enough of being accused
What a
by the likes of
bullshit
you.
statement.
This is a waste
please.
of time.
This is no time for dissolution. I can assure the Covenant personally that we are more than committed to their cause. As I understand it, we have sent much beyond the wormhole in the form of a joint expedition force between ourselves and the Blood Pack.
Which cost the pack one of its best leaders, mind you, and a number of our brothers. So don't go yapping about how we are committed here. We are most grateful for your efforts in assisting our labors back in our home universe. However, I'm speaking of our own plans within this reality. I have asked time and again about the progress concerning the excavation teams you have sent out. The answer always appears the same. Nothing. From what we understand, the expeditions you have sent out continue to turn up empty despite our very precise instructions. What exactly is the problem?
The hegemony isn't currently in the best position to fund archaeological expeditions in the far reaches of the galaxy. We have placed most of our efforts towards strategic buildup of our forces and training for the tasks ahead. This is not out of disrespect, mind you, but we need to prioritize our agendas. Hunting lost relics is low on our list.
Not for us. We have allowed you enough time to search for the artifacts on your own. I feel it is time we stepped in.
That is unnecessary. We simply are unsure of where to look, Fleet Master. If you provided us with more information, we could narrow down our investigation.
But we have provided specifics. Evidence suggests the secret lies in the water world known to you as Khar'Shan.
We cannot be sure if Khar'Shan is the specific world your evidence suggests, and we cannot risk open action against the Hanar at this time. They are not a military power, but they are extremely vocal in galactic space. Any operation on Khar'Shan risks exposure. Your exposure, mind you. We need to assess everything before we jump into the fray.
Those disgusting, blaspheming sacks of gelatin are long overdue for divine justice. They continue to declare that our gods' creations are the work of their pantheon of false deities. If they are truly keeping the secrets of our divine inheritance from us, then all the more reason to make an example of them. We have been provided the means to accomplish this task already when the Kerchika gave us their dormant weapon. How long must we wait before justice can be served against these creatures?
We cannot risk the detonation of a weapon of such magnitude on a largely symbolic target at this time. It's too wasteful and dangerous, especially when you don't even know what you're going to be blowing up down there with it.
We have seen the effects of these weapons against our own kind. We understand its destructive power. If we find nothing of value, then we shall simply detonate the device. The mission will be a success no matter the outcome. Yeah, and you'd risk losing possibly the only real lead you are to finding these relics of yours. Brilliant plan there. Vorsa's anger is born out of frustration, and Cloud's is usually better judgment. We understand the risks involved, make no mistake. We merely grow tired of waiting to press forward. The relics are of high priority. Do not think otherwise. They are quite possibly the key to our victory and yours. I would suggest you double your efforts to narrow down your search.
Of course. But, well, I think it would be easier if we had more clues to go on. Are you sure you have nothing else to share on where these relics could be now?
I'm not certain if the Oracle will know, sir. It's as unlikely as our comrades back home finding the second vessel.
At least we have options. What is important is that they do not discover the relics first. Only a link that will lead us to them. We risk losing our leverage if they discover the truth. We will attempt to further our research on the matter, but I can make no promises on it bearing fruit.
Well, good for you guys, then. Really pulling for you to find your precious baubles honest. Now, here's a good question. We're all running around doing stuff, it seems. So what exactly are the swords doing? Or are my people going to have to pick up the slack again?
Trunks, if you're disappointed in where I'm sending you, perhaps you should look for another employer. We are paying you, aren't we? The credits are good, aren't they? Your paycheck is certainly larger than it was prior to our contract, if I recall.
I don't care about us not getting into glorious battles and crap. That was Creeve's thing. I'm happy with the payout we're getting. I just don't appreciate being treated like we're expendable shock troops. You have us guarding more and more of Viker Corp's off-site labs, which have been under threat as of late more than usual, and aren't offering any benefits to us specifically. You have more of a stake in protecting them than us. To be honest, I'm just wondering exactly what you people are doing that's so damn important that you're willing to put our asses on the line to protect a bunch of stinking Turians.
Watch it, you humpback barbarian. Those are my employees. Their lives are worth more than any number of your savage brethren's hides any day of the year.
You want me to stuff your fringe down your throat, Turian? If not, shut up! I'm talking to the four-eyed alien who pays me credits to make me protect your sorry asses. Don't make me suddenly decide the money ain't worth it.
Your assignment is a temporary one, Trox. Despite the attacks on a number of Viker Corp's facilities, it is still the safest duty on our roster we can afford you for now. The swords are working towards build-up and strategy at the moment. We are allocating resources for future attacks. You will get better details in time, Trox. Trust me on that. Many of them will be alongside our own operations.
Exactly what kind of operations are you speaking of, Balak? Yes, we keep hearing of you moving the swords into a more conventional warfare role, but we have yet to see it, nor have you shared many of your supposed strategies with us. Agreed. Considering the Emperor's presence here today, perhaps now is the time to share.
If you must know, gentlemen, I am positioning my forces towards the ultimate goal of our organization, the very reason the swords were founded. We will be transitioning to more direct confrontation with the Systems Alliance. For a while now, we have hit their outer colonies, smaller military outposts, and disrupted their trade routes. Soon, we, along with our Covenant and Blood Pack allies, will be hitting more high-value objectives. The Swords of Khar'Shan shall soon be a name whispered in fear by all humans not already aware of us. I have already compiled a list of potential targets whose ends will serve our cause well, and if some of you are willing to assist us in accomplishing these goals, perhaps the hegemony itself can alleviate its own resources to assist you more.
An intriguing proposition, son. Hitting the enemy where he sleeps. Yes, that will show those thieving humans. How do you intend to accomplish this, though?
The first phase will require something massive, something that will move the enemy away from their inner domain. We will need to take something of theirs, I think, something they can't afford to lose. I am narrowing my strategy now, but it will nevertheless require the full attention of my forces. Our low on current operations and lack of involvement is due to this preparation phase. We can't afford a distraction now. Luckily, there are currently no developments so far that require our attention.
Are you so certain that there is nothing that requires greater attention than your proposed plan, Balak? Considering the fire at Heritage Fields and the train crash.
While both are more than likely acts of sabotage, I see no reason for alarm. Koshenya is the safest place on all of Khar'Shan. While the other city-states squabble with one another, we remain secure. I am more than certain that the recent events are merely dissident groups beneath our concerns. They will be irrelevant in the new galactic order soon enough.
How is that?